Toto speaks out on secrets of Abu Dhabi 21. Ferrari talks about the Leclerc versus Hamilton for this upcoming season. And Carlos Sainz calls out Max. Do consider subbing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Carlos Sainz recently opened up about his time as a teammate with Max Verstappen at Toro Rosso during the 2015 and 2016 seasons. Their journey together, spanning 23 races, was anything but smooth. Tensions simmered between the two young drivers, and Sainz believes these conflicts were intentionally fueled by the Toro Rosso management. Both Sainz and Verstappen entered Formula One as promising rookies for Toro Rosso. However, their relationship was strained, influenced not only by their competitive natures, but also by the presence of their fathers. This rivalry set the stage for a fierce competition as both drivers aimed to catch the attention of the Red Bull senior team. In this high-stakes environment, Sainz felt the pressure mounting. According to him, Toro Rosso played a significant role in fostering a rivalry between the two, saying they wanted at all costs to create dualism as a selection to go to Red Bull. This mindset of competition often overshadowed their mutual growth during those formative years in F1. Reflecting on his interactions with Verstappen, Sainz drew comparisons to his later experiences with Lando Norris at McLaren and Charles Leclerc at Ferrari. He noticed that while rivalries existed in all instances, the level of tension varied significantly. With Norris, for example, the rivalry was competitive yet less fraught. When asked about his time at Ferrari alongside Leclerc, Sainz differentiated it sharply from his earlier experiences. With Charles, we were fighting for victories, not eighth places, he explained. The challenges he faced when racing against someone as talented as Leclerc intensified the competition, making the stakes even higher. Sainz expressed pride in how he maintained a respectful and competitive dynamic with Leclerc. Over 4 years, they navigated numerous close battles on the track without incidents, a testament to their professionalism and doings. I hope that one day this will be remembered and appreciated, he added, underscoring the importance of fair sportsmanship in the frantic world of Formula One. As we look towards the future of Formula One, there are many changes happening in the driver lineup. Notably, Lewis Hamilton will be joining Ferrari starting in the 2025 season, signaling a new chapter for several drivers, including Carlos Sainz. After enjoying a successful stint with Ferrari and securing 4 Grand Prix wins, Sainz is set to embark on a new journey with Williams, shaping an exciting future for himself in the sport. Stay tuned as we follow the evolving narratives of these talented drivers, their rivalries, and the thrilling dynamics of Formula One moving forward. As we look ahead to the future of Formula One, Charles Leclerc has shared his thoughts on the impressive talent of Carlos Sainz. Speaking at the F1 2024 season finale in Abu Dhabi, Leclerc reflected on their time together as teammates. He stated, "I think Lando and myself are probably the two best persons to speak about it, because we've been sharing the same team with Carlos for many years." He praised Sainz's incredible skill set, noting, "Carlos is so incredibly talented. He's helped me to improve in so many areas, his work ethic, his talent, and just everything he brings." Leclerc highlighted the significance of their collaboration, saying, "If today we have done such a step forward in a year and in these 4 years, it's a big thanks to Carlos. He's just been extremely quick." Leclerc emphasized that while luck plays a role in success, Sainz deserves to be in a top team. He believes it's only a matter of time before Sainz returns to fighting for wins, saying he will give so much to Williams. His confidence in Sainz's ability to provide valuable feedback, particularly in testing scenarios, paints a promising picture for Williams' future. Reflecting on their on-track rivalry, Leclerc shared his mixed emotions. He said, "I'll definitely miss the fights. We've had our moments on track, but that's only because we were fighting so close together." While moments of frustration arose during races, Leclerc looks back fondly on their time together, stating, "I wouldn't be the driver I am today without him." As he bids farewell to his teammate, Leclerc noted, "It's been a really big pleasure and 4 years that I will be looking back in the most positive way." He expressed his unwavering belief in Sainz, attributing to his success, saying, "He deserves that. I think everybody knows that, and it's just a matter of time before he comes back." Transitioning to other developments in the Formula One scene, we've seen some intriguing changes ahead. Max Verstappen recently made some notable admissions regarding his relationships within the Red Bull team, shedding light on the early stages of the 2024 season. Meanwhile, Lewis Hamilton's new Ferrari race engineer has sparked discussions amid ongoing controversies surrounding a certain Schumacher. Additionally, Red Bull has set expectations for Liam Lawson's performance in F1 2025, supplying insights that could outline the gap between him and Verstappen. There's also been chatter in the darts world, with Luke Littler likened to a young Verstappen, suggesting the impactful nature one athlete can have over another sport. As F1 fans, we're all on the edge of our seats, eagerly awaiting the 2025 season. Questions linger about the new car names, the point system, and which numbers drivers will sport. Each detail adds to the tapestry of anticipation as we envision the future. Stay connected as we continue to follow these evolving narratives and the rivalries that make Formula One thrilling. Thank you for joining us today, and don't forget to subscribe for more exhilarating updates and in-depth analysis from the world of motorsport. Toto Wolff, the team principal of Mercedes, has recently spoken out about the controversial events of the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, where he believes an air of entitlement permeated from Red Bull and its team principal, Christian Horner. This race is infamous for costing Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton the World Championship in a highly dramatic finish. In reflecting on how the dynamic might have shifted had the roles been reversed, Wolff asserted that Mercedes would have handled the situation with more acknowledgement if they had found themselves in a similar position. As emotions ran high during that final race, the direct confrontation between Red Bull and Mercedes was palpable, with harsh words exchanged off the track matching the fierce competition on it. As the dust settled after the season finale, it had become abundantly clear that external circumstances, particularly the decisions made by then FIA race director Michael Masi, played a crucial role in how the championship concluded. While Max Verstappen was celebrated for his victory, Wolff felt that Horner's failure to recognize the challenges Mercedes faced showcased a lack of sportsmanship. Wolff expressed this sentiment during a recent appearance on the Armchair Expert podcast, where he critiqued the absence of acknowledgement from Horner and his team regarding Mercedes' struggles that day. He mentioned, "There was not one word from Christian or the other team members recognizing that. It was entitlement." For Wolff, such a gesture of humility could have added a layer of respect to the competition, acknowledging that both teams provided a thrilling spectacle throughout the season. He pointed out that in a true spirit of sportsmanship, acknowledging the challenges faced by rival teams can foster a more respectful competition environment. He made it clear that if their positions had been reversed, Mercedes would have chosen to publicly recognize the arduous day for their opponents. Interestingly, Wolff's reflections bring to light just how heated the rivalry between these two leading teams has become, especially given the stakes of that season. Both drivers, Hamilton and Verstappen, entered the season finale at Yas Marina level on points, highlighting the intense competition that had built up over the year. The race was touted as the culmination of a turbulent season filled with close calls and unforgettable moments. As Red Bull rose as challengers after years of Mercedes dominance, the events of Abu Dhabi were not just pivotal for the championship standings, but also served as a defining moment for both teams' futures in Formula One. This intense rivalry is not merely about the race results, but also about the team principles and how they manage their relationships, both on and off the track. Wolff's recent comments remind us that in motorsport, emotions can often impact not just the teams, but the very spirit of competition itself. As we continue to dissect the layers of competition in Formula One, the narrative surrounding the figures behind the wheels remains as crucial as the races themselves. The season may have come to a close, but the discussions surrounding entitlement, sportsmanship, and rivalry are continuously shaping the fabric of the sport. As the dust settled on a tense Formula One season, the handling of disappointment by the drivers caught everyone's attention. Christian Horner, the team principal of Red Bull Racing, expressed his admiration for Lewis Hamilton's dignified response after the championship slipped from his grasp. In an interview, Horner noted, "I felt the way that Lewis handled that disappointment after the race. Hats off to him." He acknowledged that Hamilton must have felt a deep sense of loss, considering he had narrowly missed out on a record-breaking championship. Nevertheless, Hamilton maintained his composure, showing respect to the sport and his competitors. Adding to the drama of the season, Toto Wolff, Mercedes' team principal, weighed in on Hamilton and Max Verstappen, stating that both drivers were deserving champions. "Both drivers were deserving champions because of the ups and downs of the season," he remarked. He emphasized how the competition was fierce, with Verstappen demonstrating strength in the first half of the season, while Hamilton's prowess shone through in the second half. Yet, on the decisive race day, despite the chaos that ensued, Wolff maintained that the race's outcome didn't reflect either driver's capabilities over the full season. This leads us to a crucial point in racing. Decisions made on the track can be controversial. Wolff discussed how race officials made calls that went beyond the established rulebook. The referee decided to do something that was not in the rulebook, he pointed out, highlighting the unprecedented manner in which the race concluded. The confusion surrounding this decision set the stage for discussions regarding rules and integrity in the sport. In the light of ongoing discussions, another storyline began to emerge from the Red Bull camp. Max Verstappen admitted that intra-team dynamics were creating headlines early in F1 2024. These revelations have given fans insight into the complexities within teams, often overshadowed by the races themselves. Meanwhile, Christian Horner cheekily remarked on his relationship with Toto Wolff, quipping, "I think Toto loves to hate me." This statement encapsulated the intense rivalries that drive F1, showing that beyond the track, the personalities and relationships between team principals are equally riveting. From Mercedes, the future is looking bright with Andrea Kimi Antonelli poised to carry the torch from Lewis Hamilton. As he takes on a leading role in the upcoming seasons, fans are eager to see how Hamilton's influence will shape the new generation of drivers at Mercedes. As we prepare for the next seasons, there's no shortage of excitement. The upcoming calendar, including the 2025 NASCAR Cup Series and predictions about team liveries and chassis names, could offer fans a glimpse into exciting developments. Who will be the standout driver? Which teams will rise to the top? The journey ahead promises to be thrilling, with the promise of more unforgettable moments and stories that go beyond just racing. Stay tuned to follow these narratives as they unfold in the world of Formula One. Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc are gearing up for an exciting chapter in Formula One, as predictions of their showdown at the Monaco Grand Prix gain traction. This anticipation is heightened with the recent news that Ferrari has declared Hamilton their #1 driver for the upcoming F1 2025 season, leading to significant shifts within the team dynamics. Former F1 designer and current pundit Gary Anderson has shed light on this monumental change, suggesting that the atmosphere at Ferrari will dramatically shift with Hamilton's arrival. The legendary 7-time world champion has officially signed with Ferrari after activating a release clause in his Mercedes contract. This decision sees Hamilton embarking on what many speculate will be his last season with the Silver Arrows before donning the iconic red of Ferrari. This move not only casts a new spotlight on Hamilton, but also reshapes the landscape for Charles Leclerc. While Leclerc and Carlos Sainz, who has since moved to Williams, retained a constructive relationship despite some on-track tensions, the presence of Hamilton may introduce a more competitive edge within the team. Anderson pointed out that the warm, family-like atmosphere that characterized Leclerc and Sainz's partnership might not be replicated with Hamilton, whose commanding presence could alter team dynamics. Hamilton's reported multi-year contract, valued at over $400 million, establishes him as a formidable figure at Ferrari, pointing towards a period where the team may favor his experience and past successes. As preparations ramp up for the Monaco GP, tensions may rise for Leclerc, who has been warned that he might have to navigate a landscape leaning heavily towards supporting Hamilton, particularly in the early season events. The Monaco Grand Prix could potentially be the battleground where both drivers' true abilities are measured, Anderson noted, emphasizing that while both pilots are talented, Leclerc's exceptional skill on this particular circuit could provide an interesting twist to the narrative. With Ferrari's backing likely falling in favor of Hamilton, Leclerc will need to make a compelling case for himself amidst the spotlight of the team's new direction. 9. As Hamilton embarks on this new challenge, the pursuit of his record-breaking 8th World Championship might just ignite a fierce rivalry. Both Hamilton and Leclerc could be key players in the fierce competition that is set to unfold in the 2025 season, especially with Ferrari team principal Fred Vasseur hinting at a balanced approach that enables both drivers to contend for the championship. The thrill of F1 racing is about to escalate as fans eagerly watch how Hamilton's transition to Ferrari will unfold and how it will impact the team's chemistry. As the Monaco GP approaches, it's not just a race, it's a potential showdown between two of the sport's best, each vying to establish their dominance against the backdrop of Ferrari's storied legacy. Stay tuned as we keep tracking the developments leading to what promises to be an exhilarating 2025 racing season filled with intense rivalries and dramatic moments on the track. As we look ahead to the 2025 Formula One season, all eyes are on Red Bull's reigning champion, Max Verstappen. He's not just racing. He's in pursuit of a remarkable 5th consecutive Drivers' Championship, a feat that would solidify his place in F1 history. Recently, Sky F1 inquired whether Lewis Hamilton and Charles Leclerc could potentially thwart Verstappen's ambitions. Team principal Frédéric Vasseur of Ferrari confidently responded, "Yeah." He elaborated, sharing insights from the 2024 season, noting that Charles scored significantly after the Monza GP. This turnaround illustrates the capabilities within the Ferrari team to adapt and improve, suggesting that with the right strategy and teamwork, anything is possible on the track. "We just need to minimize mistakes," Vasseur emphasized. It's a long season with 24 events filled with unpredictable highs and lows. The resilience showcased by Ferrari around mid-season was encouraging. They faced challenges but responded quickly, demonstrating a fighting spirit that could be crucial in the battle for the championship. Hamilton is gearing up for his first experience behind the wheel of a Ferrari in January at their Fiorano track. The excitement is palpable as Ferrari considers whether to run the F175 or the SF23 for this pivotal test session, adhering to stringent regulations that require using chassis that's at least 2 years old. Additionally, a further test has been planned at the Circuit de Barcelona-Catalunya, right before the preseason testing kicks off in Bahrain at the end of February. This means Hamilton will have ample opportunity to get accustomed to the Ferrari machines ahead of the new season. Meanwhile, former champion Mika Häkkinen weighed in on Hamilton's switch to Ferrari, hinting at potential pitfalls, yet emphasizing the gravity of such a transition in the competitive world of Formula One. The early tests will be crucial for Hamilton, providing the foundation he needs in a new environment. Further scrutiny is coming from Flavio Briatore, who raised concerns regarding the rationale behind Hamilton's move. While acknowledging the complexity of the situation, Briatore's critical perspective adds another layer to the discussion surrounding Hamilton's future. As Hamilton prepares to adapt to Ferrari's philosophies and machinery, one thing is clear: this journey will be unlike his previous transitions from McLaren to Mercedes. Hamilton himself noted the significant differences in both experiences, hinting at an evolving mindset as he steps into this new chapter. With these changes unfolding, anticipation continues to build for the upcoming F1 2025 season. Will Ferrari emerge as serious contenders, correct, or will Verstappen reaffirm his dominance? The answers await us in what promises to be an electrifying season of motorsport action. Stay tuned as we keep tracking the developments on the grid, ensuring you're up to date with all the thrilling moments and fierce rivalries that will define Formula One in 2025. In a groundbreaking shift for McLaren, CEO Zak Brown recently shed light on the pivotal decision that led to Andrea Seidel's departure and Andrea Stella's ascension as team principal. This move comes as McLaren gears up for a promising 2024 season, and it reflects an evolution aimed at restoring the team's legacy in Formula One. Brown explained the necessity of this change, emphasizing that Seidel had indeed made positive strides during his tenure, especially evident when McLaren celebrated a thrilling 1-2 finish at Monza in 2021. However, facing setbacks in the 2022 season, when the team experienced a drop to 5th in the championship standings, Brown knew it was time for a rethink. The catalyst for this transition was the realization that the team had regressed under new leadership. Brown recalled the disappointing response from management following a failed upgrade during the French GP in 2022, which prompted him to take decisive action. He opted to revert back to a management structure reminiscent of 2019, bringing Stella, who had long been a part of that successful lineup, into the spotlight. Reflecting on the significance of personnel changes, Brown believed that entrusting Stella with the team's management was a key milestone on the path to future success. In an era marked by uncertainty, he recognized the team required a fresh perspective and leadership style to meet the demands of the current competitive landscape. Stella's promotion was not just about filling a position, it was about a strategic overhaul that aimed to unlock the team's potential. Brown praised Stella's readiness for the role, highlighting his forthrightness and ability to confront challenges head-on. He shared how Stella was candid about the rocky start to the 2023 season, but assured that the team could execute an impressive turnaround. What stands out in this narrative is the teamwork that underpinned McLaren's progress. The management structure leading up to 2021 included talented figures who had laid the groundwork for its success. By returning to a model that bolstered collaboration and open communication, the team was able to chart a renewed path in Formula One. With Stella at the helm, McLaren's ambitions are more tangible than ever as they pursue their first Constructors' Championship since 1998. The bold decisions made by Brown and his confidence in Stella signal a fresh chapter for the Woking-based squad, setting the stage for competitive seasons to come. As McLaren fans eagerly anticipate the unfolding of the new era, one thing is clear: leadership, adaptability, and collaboration are fundamental to their success moving forward. The 2024 season is poised to be a significant one for the team, especially with the momentum gained from these critical leadership shifts. Stay tuned as we follow McLaren's journey and how these changes impact their performance in the high-stakes world of Formula One. The moment Zak Brown knew McLaren was back in the game was at the 2023 Austrian Grand Prix. It marked a pivotal turning point as the team re-emerged as a serious contender in Formula One, thanks to a comprehensive upgrade package that executed perfectly right from the start. Completely out of character, Brown noted, Andrea Stella, the team principal, boldly declared that this race would be their turning point. And it was. While the team had a strong record at that track, it was still a leap of faith. Their following performance at Silverstone silenced any skepticism, as both cars finished at the front, confirming that they were indeed on the right path. Brown reflected on this success, saying, "I knew then that they had told me the truth, and things have been going uphill ever since." With a year of development advancements ahead of schedule, Brown shared excitement over the team's evolution. The current car was built using the older wind tunnel. The new one wouldn't come online until 2023, and he highlighted that key figures like Rob Marshall would begin working with them in 2024. As McLaren rose to surpass Red Bull to clinch the title in 2024, Brown discussed the team he inherited back in 2018. Of the 1,000 employees at Woking, only 50 were a problem, he admitted. Having the support of the other 950 has been vital in transforming McLaren into a title competitor again. Brown also emphasized the synergistic relationship with Stella, stating that he found an ideal partner in him. "You can't compare today's team bosses with those of the past," Brown asserted. "The size of contemporary teams necessitates a different approach, with Brown overseeing broader issues while Stella focuses solely on the team. This collaboration fosters a unique culture within McLaren. Brown remarked, "My job is to support him," indicating that his role is not about control, but ensuring the team principal can concentrate on racing without distractions from media or sponsor commitments. He believes their personalities complement each other well, underscoring the importance of trust and cooperation among the entire leadership team. This ethos is essential for McLaren's ongoing success. In light of McLaren's 2024 title-winning campaign, Stella pinpointed that the FIA played a critical role in maintaining a competitive balance among customer teams, particularly in the engine supply arena. This strategic advantage became foundational for McLaren as they challenged for the championship. Imagine. As they set their sights on the upcoming F1 2025 season, Lando Norris is ready for his showdown with reigning champion Max Verstappen, hoping to turn the tables after missing his chance in 2024. Meanwhile, McLaren continues to shake up the Constructors' Championship, making waves and leaving their competitors in the dust. Their impressive resurgence showcases just how transformative the right leadership and team dynamics can be in the high-octane world of Formula One. Join us as we watch McLaren re-establish itself as a powerhouse on the grid. This season promises to be one for the history books.